Can you use the VA loan while using the GI Bill and using that BAH that you're getting on a monthly basis? So today I got Lourdes with me. We're going to break this down because we get a lot of questions from student veterans that are like, how do I get into home ownership and what income can I actually use? So thanks, Lourdes, for joining me. So what are some of the things that veterans are talking about when it comes to using the VA loan while in school?
Yeah, so the BH and I was actually one of those people as well. I thought, hey, I could use this income because it's good income. It's not bad to be honest with you. And I was told that I couldn't use that income to qualify for a property. And I thought that that was very strange. Now, David, why is that?
So yeah, so this is also in the VA handbook, and there's misconceptions around this. So the BAH you receive from your school benefits does not count as income, but it does count as assets for you. Now, if you are on active duty, then yes, your BAH works, right? You are deployed in the guard, you have BAH coming in, you can use that income, and then in some cases. You have active duty personnel that are attending school full time but they're getting pay from the DOD, then you can use that income. But if it's a school benefit, you cannot use that as income to qualify. Another piece to that is there's also like a special program, and I forgot the name of it, but it's like a work program the VA
Work study.
has. Which one is it?
It's a VA work study.
Yeah, it's a like work study. You can't use that income either to actually qualify. So those are things that you really need to understand. But on the flip side, there's plenty of ways that you can use that income, just really depending on your financial picture. Like, for example, if you have VA disability, you can use your VA loan to purchase a property. And we've seen plenty of people buy multifamilies with just VA disability where they're
Yeah.
living rent free, which I know that's something that you are a huge fan of.
Yeah, definitely. Any way, especially going to school and then also having that VA disability. I mean, I didn't know that you can use VA disability and you couldn't use post 9/11 GI Bill at the time when I got out of the military. So bring me to like my next question, David. When and how many months do you need to show before you get out and transition out of the military? If you are planning to go to school, what is the best time to purchase a property?
Oh, that's a loaded question, Lourdes.
Sorry, let
So,
me break
all
it down.
right, so
Um, yeah.
there's a couple of things that go into it. So, people have the idea of transitioning from the military into the school force, to the schools, and you also have reservists and National Guard members as well, right? That may be eligible for the GI Bill or the Montgomery Bill, and they're utilizing that. And as a side note, make sure that you guys check up on your school benefits because there was a big Supreme Court decision that actually extended veterans benefits for another 12 months. So make sure that you actually check and see if you're eligible for that. Like I'm doing that myself right now because I'm like, wait a second, I can get an extra 12 months. How does that work? Okay. So now back to kind of what we're talking about. So when it comes to understanding the GI Bill, right, you can't use that income to qualify. But if you have the pension, you get disability, you can use that. Another big part of that is that if you are don't have disability and you're going to school, but you're married and your spouse is gainfully employed, you don't need an income as a veteran to use the VA loan if your spouse can support that income, which is a game changer for a lot of veterans because I do run across a lot of people in that situation. So that is a big benefit. The other part is we see veterans that are working full time jobs while going to school part time or full time. Well, if your job is full time W-2, we can verify everything. It's pretty straightforward. If you're self employed, then 2 years of that income needs to be documented to use that income. And a big caveat as well is that if you finish school, that school actually counts as work history. So let's say you've been in school for 3 years or 4 years, whatever the case may be, then you're actually able to use the new W 2 income if it's full time right away to qualify. You don't have to wait 2 years. That is a huge misconception. And I know, Lourdes, you've run into that working in the veteran community.
For sure. I did have a client that reached out to me and they're thinking about transitioning out of the military. They don't want to have a job. They're like, I've been working on active duty for such a long time. And he's trying to figure out if he should purchase now that he's still on active duty or what he should do?
All right, that's another loaded question. All right, so what happens with that is if you're on active duty, uh, there's a couple things. If you're enlisted or you're an officer, it changes things, and the reason why is that officers don't have an ETS date, and enlisted have an ETS date. So if and another factor of this is that if you're looking to purchase a property, typically you'd buy in the area that you're currently stationed. If you're trying to buy, let's say you're stationed in Virginia, but you're trying to buy a property in Illinois, let's say, the only way you can do that, which only applies to active duty personnel, is that you can purchase a property in Illinois as an owner occupied property as long as a spouse or dependent meets that requirement and your current housing is going to count against you to qualify. So it's definitely possible to do it. There's just definitely some hurdles you have to run through. The other part is going to be just really timing the market. And it's tough to say, like, this is exactly when you should be purchasing a property. Like Lourdes, you and I know both, right? Like it's really difficult to time that market. Otherwise, we would be like filthy rich billionaires. But the reality is that for what I always tell people is that if you can afford it today and you want to get into homeownership, then buy, because over time, historically, values have gone up, right? And people that took advantage of those low interest rates were a lot of them were already homeowners. And even if you bought during the worst time, in 2008, 2009, where markets took a huge tank, those people have more than doubled how much equity they've had, right? According to data. So, it's really up to each individual, but it's also from that, if I'm on active duty, I'm stationed, let's say in Florida, I want to buy in Oklahoma, you really need to have like a job lined up, everything else. If you don't meet the other criteria we just talked about.
Got it. So if I had 6 months left before I ETS, before I transitioned out of the military, can I still use, say I just wanted to move a couple cities over, so it's still kind of like in the area that I work, and I found, like, for example, like, I ended up staying here in Illinois. Is that something, how many months would I need on my before my ETS if I'm enlisted
Yep.
personnel? How many months would I need to qualify?
12 months out. So if you close, let's say December 15th, but your contract, December 15th, 2024, but your contract expires in January of 26, then you're good to go, right? It's
Perfect, okay.
within that 1 year, things get a little complicated because if you don't reenlist, then you have to write a sworn statement that you plan on to reenlist. And then your chain of command also has to write a letter that you are able to reenlist. Okay, so there's two things. Uh, because what we see more often than not is people getting medically discharged, and then they're trying to figure out, well, how do I purchase a property while I'm going through it? Again, adds complexity because you don't have let's say you're trying to get your VA disability, you don't have that yet. We don't have your pension, and you need to already be receiving it. So normally, if you're more than a year out, you're good, as long as, again, you meet that criteria we talked about. If you're within that year, typically you are waiting until you actually get out. Again, but if your spouse is gainfully employed and you don't want to use any of your VA disability income, then they could literally purchase a property with just you on there, just that income won't count. So there's definitely ways that you can make it work in that regard.
I love that. So yeah, I just had that question come up, and that's why I wanted to talk about it. Just because I know when I got out of the military, I had no plan whatsoever. I had no job, and I was trying to buy a house. But I qualified because my spouse at the time,
Yep.
he was fully employed. But if I wasn't, then that would have put me in a bad situation. So if you are looking to transition out of the military, go to school, no intention of working, definitely make sure you have your 1 year plan out just to make sure that you're making the proper moves. Then, when you have the opportunity and the chance. Was there anything else that you wanted to add, David?
Yeah, definitely want to just touch on one last thing before we wrap up is understanding your student loans because, you know, depending on what track you are on, right? You may have everything paid for by the GI Bill and you have no student loans. That's awesome, right? That's ideal. But if you do have student loans on your credit report, most likely if you're attending school, they're going to be deferred. Now, I have a whole video on that as well on the channel, breaking down student loans, but just be aware that you can push out your start date on your student loans more than 12 months out from your closing date, and they actually won't count against you for qualification purposes. So something to keep in mind. But again, that's why we do all the videos on the channel, so you guys could get educated yourself and then reach out to us. So want to just thank Lourdes for coming on again, and you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.